you come from, girl. I know you feel it, I know you like it. Somebody go and tell the DJ, pull it, and then come again. Bust the tune and play it again. If you want the head up, they can say yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell the DJ, will it, and then come again. Bust the wine and go tell your friend. Tell the DJ, pull it up again. Say yeah, yeah. When we reach inside the place, turn up. Shall-let's go. Things will not run out. Shall-let's go. Listen up. Shall-let's go. Shall-let's go. Shall-let's go. Shall-let's go. Shall-let's go. Boy. Tell them. Lupa, kite shall-let's sala. Kite shall-let's sala. Kite shall-let's sala. Lupa, kite shall-let's sala. Kite shall-let's sala. Kite shall-let's sala. Lupa, kite shall-let's sala.
We have a handover of the National Independence Baton. Alica Fedick receives the National Independence Baton. The daughter of Lydia Modest, Alica Fedick, impressed with immediacy at the tender age of only 3 by winning her first pageant ever. This experience propelled an avid interest in the art form. Since then, she has captured the title of first runner-up of Miss Independence 2018, National Carnival Queen 2018, Miss OECS 2019, and the most recent Miss Universe St. Lucia 2023. Down to earth and fun, Alica is a primary school educator by profession. She firmly believes that family and village folks laid the foundation for her success. So we celebrate her this afternoon. Thank you so very much for joining the National Independence Baton Relay Journey.
No woman to lady, but it's so sweet, yeah. All we want to do is wind up on it, no. Roll your waistline, wind your waistline, move your waistline, yeah. No woman to lady, but it's so sweet, yeah. All we want to do is wind up on it, no. Roll your waistline, wind your waistline, oh yeah. Chip into the music, nothing can surpass it. Moving how you like it. When you're coming down the road, whining on a bumper, right next to the speaker, there is nothing sweeter. On the river carnival, watch me whining. Someone sexy woman inside is steady, yeah. We winding up till we work up a sweat, no. Wind your waistline, roll your waistline, shake it. Oh yeah, we drinking and waiting till morning come, yeah. Right now, so we know the party got done. No. Roll your waistline, yeah. Chip into the music, nothing can surpass it. Grow me how you like it. When you're coming on the road, whining on a bumper, right next to the speaker, there is nothing sweeter. On the river carnival, let me see the real revelers representing. The real revelers representing.
Once again, we want to celebrate you. Thank you for your contribution to the community and also St. Lucia. So we have a handover here to Mrs. Juliana Pascal. Mrs. Juliana Pascal receives the National Independence Baton with a lot of love and kisses. Mrs. Juliana Pascal, better known as Fowdland, was born and raised in the community of Monsieur. She is now 83 years and still resides in the community. She is married. Leo Pascal was a fisherman and they had 10 children. Mrs. Pascal, as we just heard, Fowdland, was not an ordinary housewife, but a baker and a farmer as well. It is boasted by some that she was the best baker in the history of Monsieur. Fowdland was the best in everything she did. The best cucumbers, string beans, lettuce, cassava, chives, and sweet potatoes came from her garden. Her irrigation system was on point. A concrete water tank which she earned from a certified farmers program, was a constant source of water supply to her crops. A tour around her house would lead to a forest of almost every local crop. She still reared sheep and goats at 83. So this here in St. Lucia is Mrs. Juliana Pascal. She's better known as Forward Now. We celebrate you this afternoon for your contribution to your community. Thank you for joining us. Going to church praying and showing love for people. She's a devoted Catholic. Once again, we thank her so much for her contribution. A resident of Lafang, has been involved in many community activities. She participated in sporting events such as netball for Seabonny Netball Club, cricket and fun walks. She is also awarded with first place of female in Choiseul Health Lifestyle Walk in 2007. Mrs. Xavier served as an official at sports meet with some of the primary schools. Currently, she does early morning and afternoon walks. We say good afternoon to you, Mrs. Xavier. Thank you so very much for carrying the national independence baton.
Calling all deep sea divers, it's time to splash in deep sea water. You claim to be a swimmer, say that you'll never drown. You say you'll be my lifeguard, now you scared to go down. Boy, just take it cool, come dive into the pool. It's time for you to splash in deep sea water. Make you feel alive, just close your eyes and dive. When last you take a splash in deep sea water, you want to feel better. Yo ça nager, venir nager, ça où ça fait, mon secret. Yo ça nager, boy I know. All the man them what they like. All man from Guyana like. All solution what they like. All man beware. Yo ça nager.
She said she has clocked out. And this is Principal Tessa Augier. Good afternoon to you. We have a handover happening right now. Mrs. Helena Atel. She receives the National Independence Baton. Mrs. Helena Atel is originally from Industry Choiseul, but has resided at Baton for over 45 years. She's a retired teacher who has dedicated more than 40 years of service as a teacher at the Delse RC Combined School, and by extension, the Ministry of Education. Mrs. Atel is a graduate of the South Louis Community College through the attainment of a certificate in teacher's education and a diploma in home economics. She is a devoted wife, mother of 4, and grandmother of 2. Mrs. Atel is passionate about the development of community life in Choiseul. She currently spends her time doing what she loves, sewing and providing cakes to her customers for varied special occasions. Mrs. Helena Atel would like to wish all Choiseul and the entire St. Lucian population a happy 45th anniversary of independence. And Mrs. Atel, your daughter-in-law, the Director of Local Government with the Department of Housing and Local Government, Mrs. Keisha Atel would like to celebrate you as well. She's watching live, and she would like to tell you that she's so very proud of your achievements, and certainly she feels honored to have you as her mother-in-law. So this is Mrs. Atel, Mrs. Helena Atel. She's the mother-in-law of our Director of Local Government, Mrs. Keisha Atel. Good afternoon, Mrs. Keisha Atel. Thank you so very much for joining on the live, and thank you for the hard work you have done to make this battle relay a success.
No drama, if Keisha man checking Lana, and Nana link up with Farmer, what the have to go with Dana. No drama, look Anna now link Rosanna all in Botswana, what put her and comes back Gama. Love your neighbor as your friend, always try to make amends, what goes around will come again. Keep it real and don't pretend, stop following every trend, careful how your money spent. Every day is once that he say, she say, once that he say, she say. Can you come malpale, once that he say, she say, once that he say, she say. Can you come malpale, I just wanna live life, I don't trouble nobody, live life, I don't malpale nobody. I'm living for better, not for worse. I will never rob a boat. I don't want to catch no cruise. Some fellas living in reverse. That's why they end up in a hearse. They should have put the father first. Say once that he say, she say. Can they look at Malpale? Malpale, I just wanna live right. I don't trouble nobody. When you wake up in the morning, just live right. No malpale nobody. No drama. If Keisha man checking Lana, and Nana link up with Farmer, what that have to do with Dana? No drama. Look Anna now in Rosanna.
Mrs. Helena Atel. She dances through this leg. Thank you for your contribution.
The belly full but they hungry. That's why they so hungry. Say for her bag I like yeah. I just wanna live right. I don't trouble nobody. Keep her wine and live right. I don't malpale nobody. fly. I don't trouble nobody. Keep that wine and leave. Leave. I'll bother nobody.
Everyone along the route, thank you for coming out. Thank you for celebrating members of your community. This is the power of the National Independence Baton. And we have a handover of the National Independence Baton. The baton is handed over from Mrs. Helena Atel to Ron Henry. Let's go, all of us jump in. We all jump in. Let's go. We're celebrating. Come on, everyone join in. Yeah.
So when the music got to play, let me see your hands up in the air. The party's so nice and we having fun. Never be no building station down.
It's a celebration. We're celebrating Ron Henry. Ron Henry was born